rainy day above ground, live it. I know a lot of y'all didn't start your Saturday morning, but it's a Saturday morning. You're allowed to sleep in unless you got to go to work, like I am. Down here, it rained yesterday, so the grass and the trees got some much needed water after a whole week of dry heat. And I don't know why my thing sounds like that, but whatever. I hope y'all understand now why I stress we have to focus on Congress. As much as I don't like those assholes, they control the money, they control the legislation, they control how we live. I hope y'all understand why people like Vivek, when they go outside talking about, oh, this 3-letter agency is bad, we can say yes, they are, but in retrospect, certain things that they do, we need. And we don't exactly have a system right now where we could say, okay, we don't need them right now. We won't need them anymore. And until we get to that point, let's manipulate them for our interests. Y'all understand why now I keep stressing that. Good morning, V Mall Speak. For those who don't know, yesterday, Supreme Court struck down what they call the Chevron Deference. And it basically means that depending on the agency and depending on the issue, laws can be interpreted by, I don't even know how to really explain. I guess I could explain it like this. This decision had to do with back in '84, Chevron, that this was the era where everybody was just dumping everything everywhere and there was no regulation. So the government said, okay, listen, you ain't gonna be able to do that anymore, and we're going to oversee it. So if you try that bullshit, EPA is gonna be on your ass. Okay. Then it started trickling down to everything else. Things we watch on TV, the food we eat, things of that nature. There's always going to be a governing body over it that says you can do this, but you can't do that. Can't do that, but we'll let you do this. I mean, it's all about money at the end of the day, but that's neither here nor there. With this deference getting struck down, now anybody can interpret it any way they want, and basically gives more power back to the executive branch. I know the goddamn Project 2025 people, they're gonna lose their mind. Okay, fine. They have a point. But this is damaging for us. Because now we all know that these agencies, their leaders get selected. We don't do anything with them. So depending on who's in power, they could put anybody in them seats. Now more than ever, we're going to need Congress to tell us and to talk for us. Again, this is why I say Congress is very important. That's where we need to focus on. Oh boy. Vote the Couch looks better and better every day. Who's ready for more dyes in the food? Who's ready for more cancer creating pesticides? Who's ready for it? Who's ready for than to go back. It's about to look like an episode of Captain Planet. Well, I should say a season of Captain Planet. I should say that. Except we ain't got no Planeteers, and we ain't got some dude that you put 5 powers together, and you know, unless you throw garbage on him, he gonna save the day. Yeah. I hope people understand why we talk about white supremacy so much as well. This is peak white supremacy. We always say I'm white and I say so. You finna see white and I say so on the world stage. Why is there so much traffic? Kind of glad I left early. Oh boy. I did contemplate doing this as a live this morning, but I couldn't do it because there's just so much. It's just so much. Maybe I'll do it on Monday. I'll like really break it down. But that's gonna take, that might take like 3 hours. Well, John Guillory, the best way we're gonna do it is we got to make sure the people that we get in Congress advocate for the people, and we have to start setting up our own system where we can be self-reliant as a majority. Because this, y'all understand now that these motherfuckers building all these apartments and whatnot, they have basically no regulation anymore. That's how it's going to get interpreted in court. They can say, well, because of Chevron Deference, we really don't have to listen to you. We can use whatever building materials we want, whatever kind of labor we want. They could interpret this and say illegal immigrants are necessary to the economy, and we don't need that border shut. They just took power from Homeland Security and CPB with this deference. They have the power now. They can stop our food supply and say it's a matter of national security. Whoever they install in the FDA, they could play games. Oh, there's a little bit of a rise in measles in Phoenix. Okay, we're gonna have to stop. Where's the food coming from? California. Okay, we're gonna have to restrict California's exports to Arizona until we get everything checked out, which is gonna cost money that they'll get kickbacks on. What? Ooh. Yes, Les Brown. That's one of his most famous quotes. Being casual causes you to become a casualty. And motherfuckers sleep. Motherfuckers, do you understand, people? This thing came out yesterday, right? And I'm looking at it. Now, shout out to this lawyer. She does, I think she said she does constitution law. And she broke it down eloquently. I might play it on Monday if I do talk about this on Monday. But motherfuckers over there talking about something that happened in the UK with a prison guard and an inmate. That's what y'all focused on. Let me help y'all down there on social media. With this deference, you do realize now they can control what you say. I hope y'all understand that. Whoever they install in the FCC now has broad powers. He or she or it can sit there now and interpret what we can and can't watch, what we can't consume. Okay. All right. But y'all swear y'all woke. Y'all swear y'all woke. Y'all swear y'all know what goes on out here. Okay. Okay. The people like me that talk about this stuff, we so angry we should just live life. Motherfucker, I'm trying to fight for your right to live. I'm trying to give you the information. Okay. Now there you go. Now, you guys are ahead of the curve. Because I'm telling you. Just like with Project 2025, y'all were ahead of the curve. I told you about it. I give it about 2 weeks. People are finally going to figure it out. They're going to be like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. But, you know, people in new black media, they already know. So it is what it is. Oh, boy. Hey, who's ready for a mass rollout of electric vehicles? Who's ready to go buy their electric vehicle? Who's ready to go to a charging station and wait 2 hours to fill up their car for more money and less mileage? Who's ready? Who's ready for the electric grid to keep going out? And the companies that are going to be able to tell us that they can't do nothing about it, the government can't tell them, well, we're going to fine you for not fixing your problems. Who's ready for that? Who's ready to have our gas limited? Because somebody in the FTC and the DOT said that climate change is affecting how fast gas can get to states from refineries or around states where they have their own refineries and they transport interstate. Who's ready for that? Babylon is falling and people are worried about where LeBron James' son ends up. You motherfuckers, you. Now I get it. Decisions like that, most people are not going to pay attention to until the news says it. Govtrack.us. This is what I tell y'all to go on there. Look at them bills that they trying to pass in there. SCOTUS got a whole website. They have a list of the bills and the decisions that they are looking at to either say you can uphold it or it's got to be struck down. I get it. Things that you've seen established for decades, you don't expect them to knock down. But again, this is where we tell y'all white supremacy is very devious. But y'all are gonna learn. Good morning to the chat. Y'all are gonna learn. We always tell them that you're gonna learn eventually. It'll be too late when you want to be outraged. They already did it. Now back to the white supremacy thing. I was reading tweets from the political side, and shout out to Sonny Johnson, she had it correct. She said, how can you hope to defeat white supremacy if you're sitting there just being lethargic? I'm paraphrasing. You can't sit up there and scream limited government all day, but then you see something like this and you don't, Twitter didn't crash. Everybody should have been outraged when that came out yesterday. Everybody. I'm sure TikTok was going crazy. Because, again, like I said, that can affect social media. A couple of days ago, they came out with a story. Shout out to William Moran. They're saying that us on social media and us that do the work, we're throwing out disinformation. Trump's been yelling fake news since 2016. Now they're going to weaponize it. Like all of us have been saying, they're going to try to throw us off social media because we're the only ones that have been sitting there using their own sources against them and explaining to the people what they're really doing. We've been reading between the lines and articulating it. So they got to get rid of us because they need y'all to be drones and sheep. And yes, family, there is a difference between drones and sheep. Sheep are used to disseminate the information. The drones are used to stop the information. They're going to turn some of y'all into drones to stop people like me. You'll know what a drone is when they come in there and try to attack me and say that what I said was wrong and offer no counter. Or the person that's in charge is great. That's how you know that's a drone. A sheep will just come up in there and troll and try to frustrate you enough where you just say, fuck it, I'm dropping this. Who's ready to buy a new home and the windows are on the outside? Who's ready for someone to be appointed czar of the border and they say it's unconstitutional to have borders? Who's ready for the First Amendment to be trampled on via the FCC, whoever they install? The FCC will be controlling your news reports from now on. I know this sounds conspiratorial. I know, but it's a very real reality. Again, the people that run these three-letter organizations, they're selected. That's why I stay on Vivek's neck when he talks about getting rid of them. I stay on his neck. Because what he says may sound great in theory, but if your buddy is sitting there and he's up for the job, I guarantee you Vivek ain't gonna say, oh, the FBI gotta go. He's gonna say, you know what, we've got a new leader here and he's no nonsense, or she's no nonsense, or it's no nonsense. And they're gonna do the work to clean it up. It's a problem to get rid of it, and it's a solution to get rid of it until it affects them directly. But all right. Oh, by the way, white woman that I was cussing on yesterday, that's why I said what I said about your buddy. Maybe you'll figure it out today why I said what I said. But how y'all doing this morning? I didn't mean to be doom and gloom. How y'all doing? Luke B, okay, that's the nature of life. Black Americans will tell you, yes, they have white people in their family. It's the nature of the beast. I don't know what that has to do with the discussion. You said constitutional federal attorneys for the government will fight against that. You sure about that? I feel you, BB. Are you sure about that? This is when the ACLU should be outside, but you know, the price ain't high enough yet. The fee isn't high enough. Now, I don't know if they came out with a statement yesterday or what, but I haven't heard anything from the ACLU yet. So there's that. Now, let's see if the Americans that care about America and like to tell people, if you don't like it, leave it. Pasty Legs, Gumby Gomez. This is when you love to take them pictures of you in the backyard with your gun. This is what you need to be outside for. Please show me something. Hey, black conservitude. Y'all love following behind people that like to say limited government and libertarians and all this. Show me something. Come outside and say something on this. Show us and your crowd that you have some sort of intelligence. You can articulate to them, just like I articulate to the family, what this decision is and what the solution is. Because I already given them 7 solutions. And they figured out what I said. So, yeah, show me something. Hey, Simone Sanders, since you want to go ruin jokes on Twitter, your show is today. Talk about that. Show us something. Have somebody come and explain what the deference is, and you give a concise opinion based on what you have heard and what you have gleaned. Not something some producer or some writer wrote for you on the teleprompter. Say something passionately from the heart. Because I love how I go on social media also, and people are saying, oh, this y'all gave Trump the win. I'm like, y'all are still assuming that he's gonna win. But I get it. I get it. We don't know what's going to happen in 4 months. We have no clue. That everything's a foregone conclusion. You don't want Trump to do anything wrong? Focus on Congress. Focus on your state legislature. Focus on your local authorities. The local authorities are going to be, the local and states are going to be very important now, especially with the EPA stuff. Because you know these fuckers over here, they were ready to start dumping shit. When I did that live and I told you these chemical companies are about to make buku money if Biden pops that war off. What are they going to do with the materials they can't use? They're either going to sell it or they're going to dump it. And they're going to dump it in your backyard. But, you know, let's see if people are going to wake up. Let's see. Let me see something. Here we go. Luke B. Why race obsessed? It's always race. It's always race. I said white supremacy is race. Let me explain something to you, Luke B. White supremacy affects everybody, including white people. Maybe y'all didn't know this. I'm finna help you. White supremacy affects white people too. They fuck on white people too. Since that needs to be explained. We don't say global system of white supremacy for nothing. We don't say global white supremacy just because it sounds cute. It affects everybody. The reason we give white folks such a hard time is because a lot of white folk don't say shit. That's why we get on them. It ain't because we hate them. We see what your cousins are doing. You got to say something. You want to lecture everybody else on what they're supposed to do in their communities. Okay, great. Let's just say we'll take your advice. Now, apply it to your community. Nah, they turn a blind eye and tell us we can't say shit about them because we're not them. Okay, motherfucker. And then you had a black man come outside and write a song called Not Like Us, and y'all can't take it. Every group's come outside and said this is crazy. So that's why we say what we say. I think you want to say it's race obsessed. Oh yeah. They got, listen, Kira, they got labs right now trying to figure out. There's no more regulation, basically. Depending on who's in office, there's gonna be no regulation. Who's ready for some uranium in their vessel? Who's ready? Bruh. Oh man. Who's ready for them to lie and say those laundry pods, they're safe to eat? Oh wow. Who's ready for those systems in your house that are going to start telling you now that you're approaching your levels of electricity for the day, or you have too much going on? They're gonna have robots tell you what to do. Oh, I forgot about the most important thing. The thing that Hollywood damn near went bankrupt for. AI. AI is not regulated anymore. Oh Jesus, I forgot about that. Oh shit, there's some geese. Look at them geese down there. We finna get down there. Look at them geese. Sorry. I just ain't never seen no good. That motherfucker almost ran over them geese. Look at that. Look at them geese. Look, there's more geese. Look at them geese. That motherfucker said, you better stop. Shout out to the geese. But anyway, AI is not regulated no more. Oh Lord. Them AI wars finna pop off beautifully. Hang on, we in Atlanta. Hey, Smash Bros. There y'all go. There you go, Smash Bros. Where the Smash Bros at? And she's black, so it's not off code. Go ahead. We'll ride slow. There you go. Hello, Wallow J. We were just going over the Supreme Court knocking down the Chevron Deference, which basically means all the agencies that are in place to quote unquote protect us, they no longer have any power. And the rules that they have set in place to try to keep this country together, they can now be rendered non-existent based on who is running the organization at the time. So who's ready to pay extra to watch violent content? Who's ready for AI to be deregulated and run amok, which is going to cause a strain on the electric system? Who's ready for this? Who's ready to be told what you can and can't post on social media? Who's ready to be told that denying border jumpers a shot at the American dream is unconstitutional, and as the head of Homeland Security and the FBI, we are doing our due diligence to do background checks on everybody, but for now, we're gonna let them in, and if we find something later, we'll flag them and go get them. Who's ready for a mass rollout of electric vehicles? Because there's no way that they used all that money sent to Ukraine, and Ukraine is not going to provide them with the cobalt, a necessary ingredient to make the EV batteries, because that's all that the Ukraine-Russia war is about. Resources. More geese. Jesus Christ. There's more geese over there. Who's ready? And I was telling the family as well, Wallow J, that this is why I've been stressing to worry about Congress. Because now they're the only body that can stop what is about to take place. The only one. But that depends on the people and who you vote for. So the Hollywood actors and writers and production folk spend all that time on the front lines to stop AI just for AI to be unregulated, in theory, which is going to cause a strain on the electric grid. If I was y'all, if you got a house, go get a generator. If you got an apartment, get one of them portable generators and make sure it's charged up. I would suggest today, if you got paid yesterday, I would suggest you go on Amazon or you go to your local auto shop or auto retailer, auto parts retailer, and grab one of them one of those portable battery jumpers. I think the one I bought, I think was like $60, I want to say. I bought that like 4 years ago. That's how I taught my wife to jump the car, how to jump a car. But there you go. Get one of those. Hell, even buy jumper cables, but it's still nice to have a portable one because you never know. It's about to get real out here, folks. DOT, depending on who's in now, they don't have to fix our roads. They can play cost-benefit analysis. Nasty work. Nasty work. See, V Malsby knows ball. Make sure you got that in your car. Motherfuckers don't listen, boy. Once again, we're not saying this stuff just so we can get some hits on our YouTube channel. We see what the hell's going on out here. That's why I don't respect them conservatives that be sitting at home all day. And they be fear-mongering because they saw something on the internet. You got to get outside. You got to feel the people. Pause. See, they don't understand that we've seen the changes. That white man got a black baby. Damn it. But anyway, you got to see the changes. You ain't going to see it on the internet. You're going to see it in real time. For example, I was screaming about the change in price for food in 2022. the first year of Biden's budget. Now people in 2024, now they're saying something. So you didn't notice it for 22, 23, 24. You didn't notice it. Oh, I know why. Because you were getting your social media checks. That's what it was. You were getting your social media checks. So that was extra income. You were living that nice, lavish style. Now it's starting to touch you. Notice, I want y'all to do a little experiment for yourself. Big social media channels, go back to about, let's say, 2021. I'll make it easy. See how much content they did. Then go look at 22 till now and tell me they haven't done more content. That's correct, Ms. V. Monsby. They didn't care. They thought they were doing better than everybody. And what did we tell them? Eventually, you're going to be down here with us. And look, the people that everybody loves to say, oh, they don't need to respond to you. They got more money than God. They're the ones coming outside now and telling you that they hurting. You know it's a problem when the rich are hurting. I can't wait to go to New York next month. I can't wait. I just want to take one day and just drive through Manhattan and Brooklyn. I ain't driving through the Bronx. The motherfuckers in the Bronx are nuts. I damn sure ain't going to Staten Island. So Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. I want to show y'all how bad it is out there. Jeanette Prescott, thank you for subscribing. Hopefully I'm worthy of your subscription. Oh, God. I know Brooklyn went to hell. I know it. They don't listen, fam. And it's sad. And it's sad to watch. Hey, listen, Carlton Way. When you mean stop disrespecting the Bronx, I ain't disrespecting them. It's just you don't. New York State of Mind. You honestly gonna tell me if you ain't got a reason to go to the Bronx, you just gonna go to the Bronx? Now come on. Now me and you can have a conversation. Please tell me who go to the Bronx. They raised Brooklyn up to bring it back down. Of course they did. That was the plan. That was the initial plan. Brooklyn was always on the chopping block. Brooklyn was supposed to be the blackest borough, and they said, hell no. They can't have that. So they gentrified the fuck out of it. What's in Queens? I'm finna tell you what's in Queens. Queens has the airports. Unless you want to go fly out of Newark, do your thing. Just be prepared for them to tell you that your flight, if it was leaving at 3 o'clock, you ain't leaving till 9. Consistently. Anyway, what else is in Queens? Fine, you don't have to like the Mets. Know what else you could like? You could like going to Queens Plaza. Not Queens Plaza, I'm sorry, Queens Center. There's a better mall than Kings Plaza. I say that. Now watch, he finna get mad. Queens Boulevard is better than the Grand Concourse. I said it. He about to cuss me. He said Queens is a joke. Uh-huh. Sir, so why are all the world-class events showing up in Queens then? Where's the world-class events in Brooklyn? You not finna tell me the Nets are better than the Mets. You not finna tell me that. The Yankees are not that good. You know the only thing the Bronx got going for it? I'm finna tell you what it is. I'm finna tell you what it is. The only thing the Bronx got going for itself, they got some of the best Jamaican food in the city. That's about it. He gonna cuss me. Watch, that's how I do a live. Me and the other thing about finna go at it. Listen. Now this is gonna be blasphemous. Maybe not. Possibly. The F train's better than the 6. Oh man. I'm about to get hella roasted. Co-op City. City Island's better. Oops. Co-op City. Jamaica Avenue's better than Co-op City. Bruh. Okay, I forgot. Okay, y'all got some of the best Jamaican food in the Bronx, but City Island, I will say, y'all get some decent seafood, even though Rockaway Beach is trying to come for the title. Because now all the restaurateurs, they can't get into Manhattan and Brooklyn, they're running to Rockaway Beach. Co-op City, ain't they gentrifying Co-op City right now? Last I heard, like they were taking away all them affordable apartments and they try to build condos over there. I think that's what I heard like 2-3 years ago. Like they broke up the mall down there and now them build condos over there. Don't be. Didn't they turn that mall into a sign mall? But you still want to tell me? You still want to tell me? Listen, listen. You know when the Bronx will be great and they'll be the number one borough in New York when y'all figure out how to fix the cross Bronx. When y'all tell me that y'all got a solution and you fix Bronx River Parkway from flooding, y'all will be number one because they still haven't figured out how to fix the belt. Oh boy. Oh wow. Don Pizza, I'm going to a Caribbean festival in town today. Gonna have some great food. You better hope it's great. Listen, Don P, word of advice. If they're making jerk chicken and there's no wood, bypass it. We're the only borough that is inland America. Okay? What that mean? You're the only borough where someone where his girl will be talking so much crap and then her man gets beat up. You're right. We do need bridges to get around. And we need a bridge to go to the Bronx. But here's the thing. We have a choice, a majority choice not to go there. If we need to go to Yankee Stadium, we'll jump on the BD or the 4. We're not going on the Throgs Neck or the Whitestone. There's more people coming into Manhattan from the Third Avenue Bridge than going into the Bronx. Nobody go to Queens. How they gonna fly out of the city, sir? Ma'am, how they gonna fly out of the city? Listen, bruh, listen, New York State of mind. You shouldn't even be talking. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. Queens is technically an island. Yes. But it's beautiful. Queens and Brooklyn are considered an island, yes. But it's beautiful. I don't hear none of y'all talking about we going to the Bronx for some excellent seafood. No, I do hear that. But y'all not where y'all gonna make yourselves a culinary destination? When's this gonna happen? Okay, sir. See, their state of mind. Y'all are connected with Fort Lee. You can't talk to us. And don't tell me Jay Z was born here. I don't want to hear that. Because even Jay Z didn't even stay. His mama didn't even stay. She ran to Brooklyn. Bro, you said smell like curry and MSG? No, Jesus. So you telling me if I take the train to the Bronx and I step out and take a deep breath, I'm gonna get heartburn? That's what you're telling me. Listen, listen. Near state of mind. Don't be surprised if you see a camel walking around 149th Street. Don't be surprised. Now, BB, don't tell that lie. BB, don't tell that lie. Brooklyn has some of the most. You know what Brooklyn got? They got the most restaurants